Let's talk about Measure G for a moment, if we can. Very simply ask if you support it, and what do you think the benefits or drawbacks of the charter city are for El Centro?
Well, one of the things that's happening right now is that our job as caretakers of public funds is to make sure that we are diligent in how we spend that money. And we have to look at, as a council, ways to make the dollar stretch further. And right now, it's getting harder for us to do that based upon where we are right now. So what we're doing is looking at a charter city, because we think that that will allow us some leeway or some breathing room to do some things that we're not capable of doing right now. The charter thing is called really the home rule. And basically it says that you have an opportunity to set up city government somewhat the way you want. You have an opportunity to work with fees, setting fees, prevailing wages. We had a big discussion on that. And one of the things that we did was we sat down with the people that were the union and discussed how we could work together in a charter city to get the most use out of our money and at the same time not punish them. And that is a working in progress type operation, but we have settled on some things, and I think that both sides are happy with it, and I think that the charter will be a great opportunity for us to expand. I don't see the bad side to it yet. Okay. I see positive because maybe it's because I want to see the positive in it, but I see the positive because it allows us to stretch that dollar, and right now, that's what we need to do.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. There's been a lot of talk about skate parks in El Centro for the last few years. How do you feel about this idea right in our neighborhood here to develop a skate park and kind of a sports complex pool? And how realistic is it that it'll be done in any kind of decent time frame?
Well, the city has already set aside about $3,000 for the sports pavilion. That money has already been, boom, it's there. Okay. So we can start the process. And I think that that's one of the things that, let me go back. There are 3 stages to this. Stage 1 is the $3 million that we have right now that will open the door and allow us to walk through it. Stage 2 is expanding it from where it's at right now, which is the Conrad Harrison facility, the swimming pool. Swimming pool is going to be taken away. There's going to be some other things done, but we will have a pool that's the high school can use, either one of them, Southwest. We do want to make sure that it's available to them. And then the third phase is just basically expanding it to include the skate park. Now, skate park is having a little bit of a problem putting the money together, but I feel that they will have it by the time that this project gets underway. Okay. For me, it is reality. It is something that we can do, and I believe wholeheartedly that it will get done.
Okay. All right. Well, we're down to the final question here, and this is the easiest one. Okay. Why should people vote for you, and why should the newspaper endorse you?
Well, I think I bring to the table, to the city council table, there's always been one thing said about me. People have always been surprised when I've won things, but I have really hustled to get what I want. For example, right now I am the chairperson of Project Soul, which is Bob Filner has put together a committee that he is trying to find ways to get stimulus money into the Imperial Valley. And the person who's heading that is me. Matter of fact, I have a conference call with him at 12:30 today to tell him how we are doing so far. And so we're looking at how to take the money that is here well, the money that we would like to have here, and use it. You know, how do we get the energy out of here? You know, we have a problem with the IID not wanting to assist geothermal people with water. You know, so I think I bring some fresh ideas when it comes to things like that, and I think the reason why people put me on committees, because they know one thing for sure, that I will get the job done. Even though the local entity took a lot longer than we had anticipated, the job did get done. We got the money out. The decision as to the 2/3, 1/3, that was my decision. I made that with the lady that holds, what is her name? That IVROP.
Mary Camacho.
Mary Camacho. Mary Camacho and I met with Reyes and the lady that was in charge of the Farm Bureau. We met with them over at Carroll's. And I sat down and gave them, this is how we should break this out. Everybody accepted it, and we went with it. Not only the fact that I was born, that I was raised here, that I have a master's degree, that I'm very involved in this community. I love this community. That's one of the reasons why I came back down here, was because of the desire to do what I could. I have been very fortunate. Life has been good to me, financially and every other way, and I thought that I would come back and serve this community that has served me so well. And so that was the real reason why I came back. As far as voting for me, there's something that you will know with me, and that is I will give 110% to make this work. You know, I believe that El Centro has some real great potentials right now. It is a new frontier down here, and we have a chance to take advantage of that, hold on to it, and move with it. And the new frontier is just geothermal. The new frontier is that right now they're getting ready to restart building homes down here. Horton is getting ready to start building at the first of the year. So it's not as bad as people who try to make this area out to be. And that was one of the reasons why CNN and Parade and the others, I have another article that's coming out with the Real Estate magazine that'll be out on the 1st that talks about the Imperial Valley and how real estate was able to help out during this time frame when people were losing homes. So we've been able to talk to people about what the Imperial Valley is all about, how it is an opportunity more so than anything else, and that's been the message. But people know me, so I think that has a lot to do with the fact that I've done well. But I don't know, I put my heart and soul in here, and I think that people know what I've done, and a lot of them do. And they appreciate that. They appreciate the fact that I've always tried.